YouTube's secret ranking criteria. What is it and how does it work? Well, stay tuned because the answer to that and a whole lot more is coming up right now. Hey there, Mark Warnken here, your friendly and helpful social media for business expert. And if this is your first time here, this channel is all about helping business owners and brands and companies to understand and harness the power of social media to generate leads and increase sales using LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and a whole lot more. So hit the subscribe button below to stay up to date with everything social media. I release videos every Wednesday and Saturday, and you definitely don't want to be missing out on them. YouTube's ranking criteria. What is it? How does it work? And how do we take advantage of it? These are questions people are increasingly asking me because the world of social media is very much video content these days, and recording and uploading engaging video content to a YouTube channel, I believe now is essential for every business owner, brand or company. And the days of just recording any old content, uploading it to YouTube and getting a particular result, crossing your fingers and hoping are long gone, because retaining viewers' interest in video these days is now harder and harder. And YouTube have had a ranking criteria since the platform launched. And going back a few years, the ranking criteria was very much weighted toward how many likes and how many comments, shares, how many subscribers you have to your channel. And all of that is now still true, but there is now a #1 ranking criteria that now outweighs all of the other criteria that YouTube now determine when they're going to rank all of the hundreds and thousands of millions of videos that now get uploaded every day. So let's go to some live screen action where you'll be able to follow my mouse as we go through step by step and we explore all of YouTube's ranking criteria. And I'm also going to reveal the #1 factor that now YouTube determine for ranking a particular video from top all the way down to bottom, and you definitely don't want to be missing that.
So here we are on YouTube, my homepage. As we can all see, there are a whole host of thumbnails and videos and titles for me to engage with, to click to watch those videos and enjoy the content, be informed and entertained. And YouTube are going to have to rank all of those particular videos in order. So I want to show you a neat trick before we get started. Over here on the right-hand side, top right, I've installed some software. It's called Keywords Everywhere. See the little drop-down box happening? Keywords Everywhere. And what it does, it allows you to find out how many people are searching for a particular topic or information or whatever it is before you record a video. So instead of just creating random videos and crossing your fingers that people are going to find them and then maybe even watch them before even YouTube and Google are going to have to determine, where your video even gets ranked, you want to actually do a little bit of research beforehand to see whether the video you're going to record is likely to be watched. So installing this tool, Keywords Everywhere, allows you to find out how to, I'm going to key in a phrase here, how to stop dog barking. It allows you to find out beforehand how many people are searching for that particular topic on YouTube or Google or anywhere online, in fact. So we can see the little drop down here. 33,100 people a month are searching for the title, How to Stop Dog from Barking. So straight away, there is an idea for a title of a video or a channel, because there is a ready-made market of people searching for the information around that particular topic. The next one down is how to stop dogs barking at other dogs. How to stop dogs barking at night, ready-made video titles that you can start recording, knowing that there is a market for people who are searching for that. So once you've recorded and uploaded the video, that's where YouTube's ranking criteria comes into place, and that's what we're going to start exploring. So, but I'll just press enter here. Up will come a whole heap of videos based on YouTube's ranking criteria, which is what we're going to explore. They have to determine all of these videos in order. What's the ranking criteria based on what I'm searching for? And that's where the secret algorithm comes into play. So How to stop your dog barking at night could be a great opportunity for someone to create a channel, for someone to create a YouTube video. But once you create it and upline it, YouTube and Google need to rank it. So let's run into there, or let's now go over to a bit of a PowerPoint slide that I've got in play for one of my presentations I do, and we will explore the ranking criteria, and you'll be able to write these down, you'll be able to record and rewind, because this is the factors that will determine the success of your video and the #1 ranking factor as well that YouTube and Google are now in play or using to rank all of these particular videos going upline. So the ranking criteria, and there's a whole host of them. First one is the title of the video. You're wanting to make sure the title of your video perfectly reflects partly or perfectly reflects, the content of your video. We had that example just then before of a how to stop dogs barking, 33,000 people a month. So you want to focus on the title of your video, because that will be determining a ranking factor that YouTube and Google use. Below that is your description, and you've probably heard these things before: title, description, and tags. The description of your video, where you let YouTube know in the description area a little bit more about what your video is about, and scattering your keywords and key phrases and descriptions there will help with the ranking. Equally, tags. I did a video earlier this week on how to correctly tag your videos. I will put the link to that in the description below as well. But tagging your video also helps YouTube and Google understand what your video is all about. Think a little bit of along the lines of hashtags on Instagram and Twitter, along those lines. So these are all of the ranking criteria that come into play. Backlinks. So once you've uploaded your video to YouTube, you then get that URL, that unique code. So a determination for YouTube on how many places your URL is on other web pages, how many times your page URL is spread to other pages online, will determine a ranking factor as well. Because if your video gets shared and shared and shared and shared, and your URL is spread across the internet far and wide and across other social media platforms, it's signaling to YouTube, hey, there are lots of backlinks to your particular video. People must be enjoying it. People must be liking it. So that will help the ranking criteria as well. Equally, optimizing your channel. YouTube loves authority channels. Channels that are fully optimized generally retain viewers, and that's what YouTube's all about. YouTube's all about is having eyeballs on their platform. So channels that are optimized correctly in all the right places. And I do have, again, a separate video on how to correctly set up your YouTube channel. I will include the link to that below in the comment section. Channels that are set up correctly, optimized correctly, retain viewers, meaning that will help with your ranking criteria. Going back a few years, one of the main criteria was how many views. And views still important ranking criteria, but there is lots of very smart machines, very smart robots out there nowadays that can watch a video over and over and over again, and you might get 1,000 views within an hour, but they're actually fake views. And YouTube and Google's algorithm, and so are the other social media platforms now, their algorithms and their artificial intelligence is smarter than that now, and they will determine that, hey, 1,000 views from the one computer doesn't make sense, and they actually mark that as spam, and you might even get penalized. How many likes you have, again, that was an old-fashioned one. How many likes a particular video has, it's still a ranking criteria, but carries less weight these days because machines can do that. Playlist. Adding your video to a playlist is a really important ranking factor that Google and YouTube love, because what it's doing is, if someone has watched your video, engaged with your video, and then put it on a particular playlist, it's a very strong signal to YouTube that, hey, this video is being enjoyed and someone has put it on a playlist, and that playlist gets to be watched over and over again. So it is a strong ranking factor as well. Embedding. So that code that we mentioned before, embedding that in a blog or embedding that in a website is a really strong indication to YouTube that, hey, your video is being enjoyed and it's being shared across the online world of websites, blogs, social media platforms. Social shares, how many times your video has been shared. Once we've probably all have done that. We've read something online or a blog or a website or across a social media platform, and we share it on. Again, it's a signal that someone enjoyed it and they want to share it with the wider community. So social shares also is a ranking criteria. the file name. So before you upload a video, I still do it. The file name of my video, I make sure it's the key phrase or the keyword. The example we used before was how to stop dogs barking. So I would name the file that. Now, from what I understand, that one doesn't really work as much anymore or at all, but I still do it as out of habit because it can't help. Oh, file name, what was the next one? Transcriptions. Making sure you correctly subscribe or transcribe, transcribe your video, the words that I'm saying on this particular video, making sure that they're accurate, correct, making sure your key phrase or key terms or keywords are correctly spelt. And transcribe, that will help as well. Comments is a great factor that they use to determine enjoyment and engagement on a video. Likes, but even weighted more because, comments, someone's gone to the time and effort to actually comment on your video, making sure that if you make sure you comment back as well, because again, it's showing that your channel is alive and active, and don't leave comments hanging. Make sure, spend the time and effort, especially in the early stages, the first few hours, first day of your video going live, making sure you engage and reply back to those comments. How many channel views your channel has overall? Again, signaling to YouTube that your channel is alive and growing and engaging. So there are a whole host of ranking criteria, but it's not the #1 ranking factor. So all of those factors actually come into play, but YouTube's algorithm now has a weighting across one factor alone that determines the ranking factor on your particular video, whether you're going to come up on page 1 or page 101. So drum roll, please. Does anyone know what it's going to be? Go to the comment section below. Let me know. I've given you a hint. Here it is. It's watch time. YouTube wants you to be on their platform for as long as possible. So watch time of your video, watch time of you on YouTube is the #1 ranking criteria that outweighs all of the other factors now, because YouTube and Google, they're in business for running ads, and the longer you're on their platform, the more opportunity for your ads to be put in front of you. So watch time is broken up to a few little pieces as well. So it's the watch time percentage of your video. So if you record a video that's 1 minute long and people are watching, say, for 10 seconds, 10 seconds of, as a percentage of a minute, it's, what is it, about 12.5%. It's signaling to YouTube it's a very low percentage watch time, and it's only 10 seconds as well. So they're not going to particular like that. Total watch time in minutes of your video. Let's just say you have that 1 minute video and someone watches for 30 seconds. So the watch time percentage has gone up to 50%, which is good. But again, the total watch time of you on YouTube is only 30 seconds. It's not that long. So the #1 ranking factor is your total session watch time. So the total watch time that you are on YouTube for. So longer videos give you the opportunity for you to spend 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes on the platform. And that's what YouTube and Google love, the total session time, the total watch time in minutes on YouTube. So your little video that might only be a minute long and someone watches that for 30 seconds, okay, you haven't done too well. But from that video, if they springboard to another one and then another one and then another one, and then overall your watch time on YouTube for that session was an hour, YouTube will love you. They will love your initial video because your initial video brought someone onto their platform. Their platform's all about content with advertising in between. They will love and reward you because your video brought someone onto the YouTube platform and they stayed there for 1 hour. So they will remember that, and then they will reward your video with a higher ranking because it brought someone onto their platform for an hour. Gives them the opportunity for more ads in front of, to be seen in front of that person. So the #1 ranking criteria is watch time, but total session watch time. So you need to be creating engaging and entertaining information. And I do have a separate video on that. And again, I'll put the links below in the comment section, so make sure you have a look at that. But there we go. All of these secret ranking criteria come into play, but watch time is YouTube and Google's #1 ranking criteria that we all need to be focusing on and improving on each particular time.
So there we go. YouTube's secret ranking criteria has been revealed to you. all of the criteria that they use, and the number one ranking criteria that YouTube are now measuring is watch time. The percentage watch time of your video, the total minutes watch time of your video, and session watch time on YouTube overall. So that's why it's so important to be creating engaging video content that increases the eyeballs viewing your particular video, which means those eyeballs are also on YouTube as well. So what I'd like you to do now is go to the comment section below and let me know some of the issues or struggles or some of the success stories that you're having with your YouTube video content. I'd love to hear all about that as well. So go to the comments and leave me some messages behind. I love the feedback and I will definitely respond to you as well. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well while you're there. I record videos every Wednesday and Saturday, and you definitely don't want to be missing out on them. Mark Warnken, Social Media Selling 123 signing off, and I'll see you again in another one of my videos real soon.